Hello.
I am someone.
Nice to meet you. Are you ready for the test?
A test? What do you mean a test? No, I don't like tests.
I don't know. Huh?
Sorry?
I said I don't know.
I don't know. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready for the test.
Okay, let's see what the test is.
Test? Yes, listen well.
Once again, there was a call from Klaus to the guest house, and the message was that Kinzo wanted to hold a test to see if the grandchildren had the qualifications to become his successor.
The head has said that his successor will not be one of our siblings, that he wants to pick from among his grandchildren.
From Klaus's restrained style of speech, Jessica realized as his daughter that he was being forced to speak, and she was forced to realize that the hostages were being exposed to danger even now, and that if they refused this test, there was a possibility that the hostages would be harmed.
Then what should we do? Indeed, hold on.
Klaus put down the receiver, then looked at the grinning Kinzo on the other side of the bars. Kinzo gave his next order.
Before the test, those not involved must be removed. Goda and Kumasawa are there, I believe. It will be a problem if they interfere with the test. Banish them from the guest house. But banished, you say? There should... Okay, I'm gonna close my window.
Okay.
Fucking mowing grass. There should be a gardening storehouse in the rose garden. Lock Goda and Kumasawa... Oh, fuck. There should be a gardening storehouse in the rose garden. Lock Goda and Kumasawa in there. We'll begin from there. Tell them to do it immediately. My weapons will be watching. If they happen to do anything questionable, I'll instantly stop the test and execute all of you as sacrifices. I understand. Hello, Jessica. Listen closely to what I say.
Klaus relayed the orders to walk up Goda and Kumasawa. What kind of test are you planning?
It truly is a simple test. I only want my grandchildren to show me their resolve. Well then, I wonder what kind of results they'll show me.
Looking disgusted, Kyrie watched Klaus, who was talking with the children. I hate it, but for now we cannot refuse orders. In this dungeon, a feeble resistance won't amount to anything. If we provoke him too much and drive him into a position where he might kill us, there will no longer be any way to stop this murderer. For now, the only choice left is to obey his rules without agitating him, all the while waiting for an opportunity. However, if we continue to obediently follow his commands, the children might be attacked in this so-called test, and they might even lose their lives. Whether we feign obedience or try to resist, nothing will cause the situation to improve. Anyway, straining our eyes so that we don't let a single chance escape until the very end is the only resistance possible now. While telling herself this, Kyrie watched over Klaus as he delivered Kinzo's orders. Kyrie, let us be patient. I understand. It's unfortunate, but all we can do right now is wait. If only we could do something about these bars, we'd be able to return to the mansion. If only we could somehow get out of here. I'll try something. Hey, Kinzo, could you let us out? I have a request.
What is it, my friend?
We understand well that you want to test the children. It is fine for you to do as you desire. Without your power, the Yoshiromiya family might have been destroyed long ago. We truly understand why you want to carefully select the person who will take charge. Besides, that is what the family conference is all about. We won't get in your way.
Your insight is useful. That's right, this is the family conference. The final family conference where I will select my successor.
And yet, Kinzo, it is far too cold in here. Since we won't interfere with your test, could you take us to a slightly warmer place? At Nanjo's words, the slight signs that Kinzo's mood had been improving were blown away. Nanjo was struck with a moment of silence as Kinzo gazed at him with dangerous eyes as though appraising him. Certainly, this place is cold. It's tough on an old body. Master, would it be alright if we move them upstairs?
I cannot do that. Are you naive, Nanjo? So, by acting as though you'll skip this turn, you truly and splendidly advance your strategy. I'm not falling for that, you see. If you're freezing, then why don't I line the floor with red-hot coals?
My apologies. Virgilia had tried to help out, but in the end, Kinzo would not comply. You two sure are obedient. If you felt like it, you could easily break these bars. Even if we break them, nothing will come of it. Of course, if you were to break these, it would mean the end of Goldsmith's game. All of you, as well as those humans in the guest house, would immediately become sacrifices for Kinzo's ceremony. But, surprisingly, you two might be the only ones, yes? Perhaps only you two hold the power to break out of this situation, right? You want to reach the Golden Land, don't you? You must have many dreams you want granted, right? Gop! You mustn't provoke them. This is not your game. It is the Master's as well as Milady's game.
What is it, Ronave?
Oh, no, nothing. We were talking to the prisoners. Forgive us. Gop sent one final sneering smile at Cannon, then turned away. Cannon could only bite his lower lip and shake his fists. Damn it. You did well. Good job hanging in there. We're powerless. Because we're furniture. That's right, we're powerless. However, furniture is sometimes relied upon, and even loved. Right now, we've only been stored away in the basement. Surely, one day, somebody will love us. Because they'll rely on us. That's why, for now, let's ignore their provocation and bear with it, okay?
Founder, I've ordered them to lock up Gaudi and Kusawa in the storehouse. Very well. Hang up now. Chester sisters, observe the grandchildren as they lock Goda and Kumasawa away. If they do anything suspicious, then in that moment, the selection test for my successor will be over.
When Kinzo made his order, the Chester sisters appeared behind him in a line. Understood, sir. I will scout. 556 and 410 will cover both flanks. 45, you're on a wide area surveillance. 556 is... that's right. Sorry. She was a good kid. That's why I don't like them, yeah. Good people.
What are you doing, Chester sisters? Follow my orders.
My apologies, sir. Then let us go observe. Move out. The Chester sisters erased their forms simultaneously. Nanjo and Kiria had witnessed the instance they appeared and disappeared as if by teleportation. But they interpreted this as moving in and out of the darkness in a way that only looked like teleportation.
Yeah.
And the two could do nothing but rub their eyes.
Yeah, maybe the characters are like speaking through Kinzo or something like that. Well then, I shall begin the preparations for the test. Ronave, Gap, I'm asking you to be the examiners. Virgilia, you'll watch these rats. Whoops, I clicked out. After all, 2 of my furniture are here. Just in case, be on your guard.
He glanced at Shannon and Cannon. Tightly closing her eyes, Shannon gave a silent bow and answered wordlessly, avoiding any unnecessary actions. Certainly. I'll be careful. Isn't this cold hard on your old body, Leah? Should I bring you a hot water bottle? Shut up. Go quickly. Gap. Well now, what a strange experience this game is, to have a test and examiners. I do hope this development entertains milady. Come, arise, go attendant. Virgilia began to call out in the darkness, and from that spot, 3 massive goat-headed attendants suddenly appeared. Ah, Beato's minions, how convenient. Plus, they seem so warm, I see. So you'll use them instead of a hot water bottle. In that case, wouldn't sheep have been better than goats? You're the one wearing cashmere. They aren't very bright, but they faithfully follow orders and are quite dependable.
Indeed, I leave it to you, my friend Virgilia. The rest of you follow me.
With a dignified gesture, Kinzo fluttered his cloak. Following him were Wannabe and Gop, as well as the 3 recently summoned goat attendants. Hey, you 3 are supposed to wait here with me! Don't follow them! The goats jumped in surprise and then came tottering back. Kirie, who had been watching, stunned as all of this played out, couldn't help but snort. Heh, what entertaining underlings. Lord Goldsmith did not give you permission to speak. She was probably embarrassed. Virgilia had spoken coolly, but Kirie saw through that, and for a while, she couldn't restrain her muffled laughter. However, on the inside, Kirie was surprised at the number of people Kinzo had with him. After all, including Kinzo himself, at least 10 enemies had already been spotted. The dungeon they were currently locked in was supposedly underneath the hidden mansion called Cuadorian. Although this mansion had been whispered of, not even Klaus had known of its existence until today. And there are actually several facilities like this on Wakanjima, where many unknown henchmen that only Kinzo knows of hide. Just how many humans are on Wakanjima locked away by the typhoon? No, on the contrary. Were we the only ones under the impression that there were only 18 people on this island? Were we, who bickered over whether Beatrice existed or not and worried about whether a 19th person existed or not, nothing more than the frogs in a well on this island?
No!
No, wait, not only that. By now, are there actually more people on the enemy side than on ours? Just what the hell is going on? Witches, demons, magic? Are you telling us to believe in those? Are my eyes screwed up, or is it my head? I think I'm losing it. A mass murder by magic. Demons forming and disappearing into thin air. Setting aside the enemy's numbers, how should we interpret the various things thrust before our eyes that cannot be explained with the common sense of our world? Kirie started to feel like she didn't know what was going on anymore, and while desperately battling the urge to abandon everything and give up, she grit her teeth and tried to hold on to her sanity. Obviously, Goda and Kumasawa were quite unwilling to be locked in the Rose Garden shed, but they were threatened that, if they resisted, the hostages' safety could not be guaranteed. It was fairly hard to get them to agree, but once they started thinking that their safety might actually be guaranteed if the key to the gardening storehouse was to be handed to them after being shut inside, and when it was decided that blankets and food would be carried in for them, they were finally convinced.
Dude, this guy has a problem with run-on sentences.
Run-on sentences?
Yeah, it's like he just doesn't... Like, sometimes, like, he can't express things succinctly enough. So instead of trying to break down the sentence... Well, I guess it's the translators, actually, now that I think about it. But anyways.
Well, wouldn't a run-on sentence, like, not have any punctuation?
Yeah, it doesn't have... Yeah, well, run-on sentence is just a long sentence. Because it runs on.
Well, I don't know, I'm looking back. I don't see any run-on sentences.
What do you mean? We just had one. Yeah,
No?
look at that. It was... Yeah, it was really long. No, oh no, even commas count. Like, they just add to a sentence. There's no period.
Oh. I thought
that's what I
that
mean.
no comma.
No,
Okay,
no.
yeah.
Punctuation doesn't save you from run-on sentences.
This place is pretty chilly. I wonder how long we'll have to stay locked up in here.
It could be as late as Monday morning at the worst, so a full day and night. I feel really bad about doing this to you two.
George and Bauer cleared a space on the floor, then spread the blankets there. They also left the canned food, crackers, and other light snacks they had bought.
It'll be hard for you guys to go until Monday with just this. If only we could make a trip to the kitchen. Or maybe you guys can... Fuck! They said not to go anywhere we weren't told to. Sounds like we're being watched. Damn.
I am honestly sorry that we cannot be of any use, and these are the times that we are truly supposed to be at your sides.
You can't be helped. More importantly, take care of Kumasawa. We don't know what might happen. If the going gets tough...
From the get-go, go man go, oh brother, not another motherfucker gotta go now.
Where's that from?
It's from a Ween song. It's called The Going Gets Tough from the Get-Go. If the going gets tough from the get-go, go man go, oh brother, not another motherfucker gotta go now.
Nice. It can't be helped. More importantly, take care of Kumasawa. We don't know what might happen. If the going gets tough, I'd like you to play it by ear and come to the rescue. And more importantly than anything, I want you to be safe.
Yes, I understand. Please be careful, everyone. Right now, the Master is taking human lives like they're pieces on a chessboard. Please look out for yourself. Goda stared at the floor, even now unable to believe what had happened as he remembered that atrocity in the dining hall, and he hung his head in shame at his failure to fully describe that terror.
Thank you. Make sure you stay on your guard. You too, Kumasawa.
And you all please take care as well. I don't have any idea what's going on anymore.
That's fine, Kumasawa. Nobody knows. Oh then, we'll be off. Let's go, Battler, Jessica. Come on, you too, Maria. Ooh. Ooh, woo, woo, woo.
Looking at the pitiful expressions on the imprisoned pair's faces, it got really hard to close the shutter. It's Badler?
But we can't disobey. We're being watched. Like a hawk. This still me?
I assume so. Unless it says Badler's name.
Yeah, the shutter was brought down. Yeah, shutter was brought down a lot. Then George walked toward a small window on the side of the storehouse. At that side, there was a small ass window that could only admit light and ventilation. It looked like something from a jail, making the two of them seem even more pitiable. But on the other hand, it would hopefully protect them from Kinzo and his subordinates. He opened the window and called out. Are you okay? You aren't cold, are you?
We're okay. You've given us so many blankets after all. If we wrap ourselves up, we'll be just fine.
I wish I could have brought them a kerosene stove or something. But it wouldn't have ventilation here. It'll probably be tough for them, but there's nothing we can do now. Hostages are being held against us. We can't disobey. Damn it! If we manage to save Kiri and the rest somehow. Ugh. Shh. They might be listening. Goda, here. It's the key to the shutter.
Indeed. I'll hold on to it. Goda took the key, showed it to Kumasawa, and placed it in his own pocket. There's only one key to the gardening shed shutter. That key was being held by the ones locked up inside it. If the children had kept it, and had stolen it from them by some chance, that would do nothing but expose the wives of those in the shed to danger. And even with the key, the shutter could not be opened from the inside. Kinzo's demands were fulfilled this way. However, there was now no longer any way to open the shed from the outside either. This protected them. Kinzo had ordered that they be confined, and we could do nothing but trust that this cold, closed room would protect them. Jessica watched this while holding Maria's hand, then looked over the thickets in the pitch-black rose garden. Somewhere in this darkness, somebody was hiding, watching to see whether we obeyed orders or not. I think it's Batware.
Of course, when we pointed our flashlights out there, no suspicious silhouettes appeared. But somebody was surely out there, hiding and watching. I was hit many times with an urge to scream at them, but I was able to hold that urge back through reason. The four children left the area, repeatedly looking back over their shoulders. The light from the faint light bulb in the gardening storehouse was seeping out slightly. I wonder if this insane incident will come to an end somehow, so that we can meet those two again. To George, who had closed the shutter himself, The resistance of the lock had made it feel as though he'd killed them with his own hands. But even so, we can't define them. What's with this test? Damn geezer, don't screw with us. Killing Mom, capturing Dad for that. I don't get it. I'll kill him. It's okay, Jessica. There's nothing to be sad about. Maria. Soon the witch will be revived. Soon we'll be able to meet in the Golden Land. Ouch. Don't laugh indiscreetly like that. Seriously, a resurrection ceremony for a witch? Getting so many people involved in delusions he should have kept inside his head. That's gonna cost you, bastard. Let's return to the guest house. It would be bad if we aren't there when Grandfather calls.
Urged on by George, everyone began walking towards the guest house. At that moment, Jessica turned in a circle, facing towards the darkness of the rose garden and roared.
Hey, someone's watching, right? Tell the old man. Tell him I'm gonna fucking kill him. Let's go. Okay, so Jessica couldn't hold it in, but Battler could.
Jessica couldn't what?
Jessica couldn't hold it in, but Battler could. Because Battler just said he couldn't hold it in. Yeah.
Of course, there was no reply, only the howl of the wind and rain. The children returned to the guest house, while fearing what was waiting for them up ahead. After they left, from the exact point in the darkness that Jessica had yelled at, 2 rabbit ears sprung up. Sorry. They found me out. It's because you're too slow. Pendragon's going to scold you. I'm sorry. Please don't tell Pendragon. Be quiet. It was obviously just a bluff. Golda and Kumasawa's imprisonment confirmed. Mission complete. We'll report back. Ouch. Do you want us all stuck on nothing but carrots and water because of collective responsibility? Let's go. Darn collective responsibility.
Collective what?
Collective responsibility. You don't remember all the stuff with Anji and all the classmates being mean to her because of collective responsibility?
Yeah, collective responsibility. Right, because collective responsibility kind of like restricts you and limits you. That's what collective responsibility does.
The fact that they were being watched certainly seemed to be true, because when they returned to the cousin's room, turned the lights on, and laid down on their beds, the phone rang again. Earlier, Jessica had been answering the phone, seeing as this was her house, but now it was the eldest, George, who picked it up. This time, Kyrie was on the other end of the line. George handed it to Batwa out of consideration.
Hello, Kyrie. Is everything alright over there?
Thanks for worrying. At the moment, we're all doing great here. Sorry, I've been ordered to refrain from idle chatter. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The fact that they were hostages still hadn't changed. Kinzo, one of his subordinates, was listening to the conversation. Batwa was swaying the urge to talk about other things and focused on what Kyrie had to say. The test will be carried out by Jessica, George, Badler, and Maria, in that order. You'll each be summoned in turn, so until then, do not leave the room. When someone's called out, they'll head to their designated location, alone. Badler repeated it out loud so that the cousins listening in around could hear.
So, it'll be Jessica, Anki, me, and Maria, in that order. And we've got to stay in this room until we're called, right? Got it. Maria, too? Even a 9-year-old girl. What's the damn geezer trying to force us to do? That bastard.
The fate of the Ushiromiya family rests in all of your hands. Do your best.
Sure.
Badwa noticed the strange nuance in Kyrie's words. Even without any blood connection, he could still understand thanks to the long-lasting bond they shared. At this point, it doesn't make sense to worry about the Ushiromiya family itself. That probably wasn't the message Kyrie wanted to send. She probably meant, there's no way for us to escape from this dungeon, and we can only wait to be rescued. Our lives are in your hands. Something like that.
Yeah, leave it to me. We don't know what kind of test it is, but no problem. I'll take it gladly. It's gonna be a serious test, right? Should we really go all out?
Yes, it's a serious
Master?
test. Grandfather truly does intend to test you all.
Master, you must forgive me. I'm gonna go all out. It's useless. It's already useless. Some old fart on death's door is gonna give me a serious challenge. Let him spout nonsense after he gets in the coffin. I know he's there, so tell him this for me. I'll be your successor, and my first action will be to shove my fist into your face.
Even without Kyrie having to repeat it, Batwa's powerful declaration of war reached Kinzo's ears.
Battler, I'm truly looking forward to that. I can't wait to see what a man who once threw away the Ushiyama family name has attained. Just what lot in life he has reached when he appears before me. Tell him.
Unfortunately, Kinzo's voice was not picked up by the receiver. Therefore, Kyrie spoke for him. It sounds like he's more than up for the challenge. Got that, Battler? There's no need to hold back. You are Rudolph's son. No, you are my son. Show me something I can brag about to anyone. I leave everything in your hands.
Okay. Understood. Mom, leave the rest to me.
All of us here have lost the right to inherit the position of successor. Now we're just the same as pieces taken off the game board looking on from the outside. So you'll have to fight by yourselves.
Kyrie.
The nuance of those words meant, we've already given up, so forget about us.
But for that very reason, I won't give up. I'll definitely crush this test or whatever and save everyone.
In that case, here are his instructions for the first test, Jessica's. Go to your room.
Really? Go to your room? What's your game, you damn geezer?
It seems he means Jessica's personal room, the one in the mansion.
I'll hand it over to Jessica. Tell her directly for me. Jessica, here. Hello? Yes, I understand. You want me to what? You want me to put Cannon's what in my what? Starting with me, huh? Well, I've been ready. See you later.
Even Jessica was probably tempted to succumb to the fear of a girl her age, but she crushed those feelings and strengthened her resolve.
Be careful, okay? We're probably being watched, right? We can't do anything we aren't told. All we can do is exactly what they say. They say that old geezer killed those 6 in the dining hall instantly with no hesitation. So, if we try to fight back, we might end up the same way. I know. I'll beat them at their own game. Don't do anything reckless. If you think you're in any danger, your own safety comes first. If Uncle Kraus finds out that his daughter sacrificed herself for him, there's no doubt it will tear his heart apart. It goes the other way too. If Mom and Dad are both killed and I'm the only one left, my heart will rip itself to pieces. Battler, what you said earlier is true, right? Yeah. Kiri and the others are already prepared for what will happen. Then, the way things are now is just perfect. Everyone's lives rest on our shoulders. The hostages can't do anything while they're locked up. That means we'll have to manage something ourselves. If something happens, run back to the guest house. At that time, we'll be done playing along with Grandfather's game. Anarchy. At that time, we'll declare war. Wherever they're locked up, we'll save them, and we'll deal with Grandfather accordingly. Are you sure, Anarchy? Shannon's there too. That's why I'm saying it. I'm not sitting around and waiting for my fiancée to be killed. What scares me is not that Shannon might be killed by grandfather. I'm just worried you guys will get there first and clobber the damn geezer who made my fiancée experience terror before I do. I see. This really does sound like a test to see who will be the successor. Yup. The first one to bury a fist into that old face will be the next head.
George, Badwa, and Jessica each forcefully nodded their heads and put their fists together.
100%. I think the head's gonna be Maria.
Then Jessica headed off to her own womb as designated. Her form disappeared into the darkness of the Rose Garden, waving in the strong winds. Watching her go, George and Badwa gripped their fists even tighter, making them quiver. Left on the second floor, Maria watched Jessica's back through the window. She wore a blank expression.
I wonder what everyone's getting so upset about. Even though when Beatrice is revived, everyone will be brought back to life.
Jessica's form was already being completely swallowed up by the darkness. At that time, the phone began to ring again. Badwa and George heard it and came clamoring back, but Maria picked up the receiver right away.
Hello?
Is that Maria? It's me, Shannon. Would you please hand the phone to George? This time it was Shannon on the phone, and this time the message was to tell the next person, George, where he was to go.
I wonder who's gonna call Maria.
Maria's last.
Yeah, I know, but I wonder who's gonna call her. Maybe it'll be Kinzo himself.
Maybe it'll be all of them taking turns.
I mean, maybe.
It'll be Nanjo.
Nanjo. Nah. Nah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be Nanjo, 100%.
Yeah, Nanjo is the killer.
Oh right, yeah, because he's a doctor.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Doctors are all evil.
Yeah, they all kill all the time.
Duh. Jeez, I can't believe
They can kill
forgot
legally.
that. Exactly, yeah. They can just, stick a needle in you and it's fucking an overdose of heroin.
By accident. Remember, it has to be an accident, or else it won't work.
Right. I think I need the red truths again because I think I'm starting to get it.
Oh yeah, there hasn't been very many red truths this episode.
No, but I want all the information, all the necessary information. I guess I'll have to look for it myself though.
What? I can send it to you in another Google Doc, or I could just update the new Google Doc with the red truth.
Yeah, that'd be
looking for something like that yourself, because you're going to find a bunch of spoiler red truths probably.
Right. Okay. So yeah. If you can do that, also what kind of information can I ask for?
You can ask for I'll give you the red truth. And then if you have
red
any questions, then you ask, and then
okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll come up with a bunch of questions before next week.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. Well, that's the end. Goodbye.
Goodbye.